Hi everyone, this is Alex again. We are back with another speed paint. I am recording this one day later compared to the other video, so I still have a cold. This video won't be up for at least a few more days just because I want to leave some time in between videos because I don't have anything finished for the next video yet. Anyway, if you don't know me, I make art often featuring little guys. Today we are drawing some cute girlies instead, but I do a lot of more painting than I did today. Today we are going to be working on a commission for the absolutely lovely Diva. She has been nothing but amazing, a wonderful commissioner. She sent me so many references. It was actually so great. Made my life much easier because she just found references for absolutely every part of the drawing. It was great. So this drawing is one of the ones which I deliberately left this in here because I was struggling a lot with this one, and you'll see me redrawing things a million times, leaving them for a little bit, coming back to them, struggling and struggling and struggling. It's not that the drawing is bad. The drawing turned out fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think what it did was point out a lot of gaps in my knowledge, I think. So this was supposed to be a really simple drawing. Didn't turn out to be all that simple, to be fair. But I realized it's been many years since I've done something like this. If you look back on my channel, it's probably like 2014, 15, something like that, since I've done something of this kind. I just found out that I have been on YouTube with this channel for 14 years, which is crazy because I took a very long break. But regardless, it didn't quite turn out to be as simple as I thought it would be, so it ended up taking probably around 16 hours. I had 14 and a half footage, but I did lose a little bit of time. You'll see that later in the video. I did lose a part where I was adjusting the shading and recoloring it and things like that. So there will be a jump later on, but I don't know, I just forgot to press record. Anyway, I cut out so many pauses in this because there were so many times where I stopped and just looked at my drawing or was thinking or finding references and whatnot. I sped this up by 4,500%, and the original recording after that was 22 minutes. As you can see, it's a little bit less than 13 minutes now, and that is because I had to edit out all the pauses, because I had to stop and pause so many times. It's like half the time was just spent with me looking up references or thinking or trying to figure out how to do things differently. I looked up so many references for this, and this definitely taught me a few things about myself as an artist, because in recent years I have been more of a painter. I haven't done things like this, so my experience is just putting down colors, like blobs of color, and then making that work, you know? Been more of a painter, and I think this kind of pointed out to me some flaws in my knowledge, because maybe my anatomy knowledge isn't actually all that good, and I think maybe I need to go back and do some more fundamentals. I didn't actually ever really dive super deeply into fundamentals like I probably should have. So I think that is going to be a project for the future. I have thought about signing up for ArtWad because I feel a little bit lost on where to start and how to go about it and things like that. It just feels very overwhelming, which is also why I haven't done it. So I've thought about signing up for ArtWad. I can't really afford it right now, but maybe I can spend some of this commission money to get me started. Because I think I'm using my painting a little bit as a crutch, because I know what the shape is supposed to look like, but I don't really understand what's going on necessarily underneath it all, which I think is quite important if I want to bend and foreshorten and all those things. And also if I want to make things look right in this type of style, in this sort of more line work heavy drawing type. I don't know how much of this kind of work I will do. I think I've also learned about myself that I prefer painting. I had to really hold myself back from just painting this because that was honestly not in the budget. I didn't want to spend 25-30 hours on this because that just was not within the price range for Diva, and I didn't want to mislead or, you know, anything like that. This is what we agreed on, this type of style, and that's what we were both happy doing. I think maybe I just underestimated how long it was going to take. I got a little bit carried away in some parts of this. But I think I can't hide behind just painterly blobs when I do this kind of work. And I think that exposed some things that I need to practice. And I actually think that's a good thing, by the way. I think that's a really great. The areas I particularly struggled with on this were the legs in perspective, like foreshortening and things like that. And then feet, and especially feet in shoes. Oh my god, I really have not drawn a lot of feet in my day. I've been doing more portraits kind of things with people, or just like barefoot. Like, I haven't done many shoes in recent times, and I can tell. I need to practice that. Also, of course, the great hands. Hands are also a struggle for me. And I think these are some things that I need to focus on in the future. If any of you have tried Artbot, by the way, let me know. What do you think about it? Do you think it's great? Would you recommend it? Would love to hear. Because frankly, we never stop learning, and I think that's really important. I think I should keep learning. And that's definitely the plan here. So this part, I know I could do this faster, by the way. I just really enjoy blocking in like this. I also decided to include this part because I thought about cutting it out because it's not really that important. I'm just filling in the colors, or like the shapes, right? But I knew these weren't the colors I was going to use. We established a color scheme very early on, but I just picked random colors to fill in whatever I needed to switch out, like whatever I need to separate from each other here, and then switch out the colors later. But it seems really chaotic and weird, so I wanted to include it to show how my process can be sort of messy sometimes, along with including all of the retries of everything that I did as well. The initial pose was way more like they were gonna fall over. It didn't really work. They weren't really grounded. I think changing the pose helped a lot with that. I feel like maybe I went a little bit too heavy on the saturation in parts of this drawing. But like sometimes that's the goal, but I think maybe I did go a little bit heavy on the saturation on some parts of this. I think that's also actually generally a thing that I do a little bit too much of. I go pretty heavy on saturation sometimes. But I really enjoyed making the background because that was just more painting. Honestly. I kind of painted the background a little bit more. Just because I knew that was going to be easier than to try to line out everything. I needed to blur it regardless, so it wasn't really all that important to keep it, perfect. So I just painted it real quick. This is supposed to be a stadium, a specific stadium that Diva sent me references of. She, again, was wonderful with that. My goodness. if you are ever going to commission someone, please give us as much information as possible. Like, give us creative freedom, but also give us so much information, like everything that you want included. Send us pictures of it. Send us references, inspirations, even if it's not exactly what you want. Just give us like a vague idea. If you have like color schemes that you prefer, like send those to us. Let us know what you want in no like uncertain terms. I don't know about other people, but I really love when people send me references, because it makes my life so much easier when I could just see what you actually want, instead of you trying to describe it with words and then I have to readjust like 7 times because how I interpret it might be different from how you meant it, you know? So that's a really good tip. If you're ever going to commission someone, definitely consider sending them a bunch of references for whatever you want. Also, if you want to commission me, my commissions are open, and I'll leave some socials that you can contact me on below. I mostly use Tumblr right now, and I mostly use Twitch, but I am on Discord. If you do not have Discord, you could also email me at art@alexandria.com, which is the same name as my channel name, so that should be easy enough. You can message me there if you want a commission. I don't have any like price sheets or anything, just because prices vary depending on what you want. Because everything just varies so much in pieces that people want from me, in style, and I do so many different things that it's really hard to price it all like as one. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot about myself and where I can improve on things. I am going to be working on the Feedback Fridays next, so hopefully those will be out soon. I have been busy with other life things, so I am sorry for leaving you all hanging. But this is how the final piece turned out. Thank you for watching!